Hello, welcome back. My expanded divine panel of the infinite aid to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, the highest good. Thanks so very much. It is 5:03 a.m. I have not gone to sleep yet because I am not tired. Not in the least bit. I'm like 98% done with my belt. It's wearable right now, but like I want to like there's longer strings on it, so I never what do you call it, there's an exactness to the portions of my materials that I use. So I feel as though there's more work to be done, though it is wearable for sure, easily wearable. I just maybe something extra different has to go on for it. Like just give it an extra. And I'm feeling good with that. Yeah. I feel like that's what should be done. Not sure 100% just yet. But I'm going to go for it. So if that's the case, I would suspect, then I would say it is more like 89% done. Okay? All right. So the energy cards or header cards. These are the header cards. Okay. Now this is the master who doubles down. Excuse me. So this is one of the versions of Takio Oshita. This is volume 22. November 22nd. It is a Saturday. And I mean, I planned on, these are one of the few ones that I actually planned on including in the series as a bonus, with the concept of the Fountain Tarot, meaning that the fountain is built into the 22nd placement in the major arcana. And it's like the concept of the 10 of cups or 10 of coins in its most abundant, like magnified fashion. And that's just in the presence of like the presence of the now, our existence in the matter, and how abundant it is just to be, and just as present as anything else in Mother Nature. Just it's beautiful, it's applaudable, it's admirable. Okay. And so now that like a lot of shiz has, oh hi, a lot of shiz has, gone amok. I mean, yesterday was kind of crazy. I mean, if it was kind of crazy for me yesterday, I would suspect it was like a hell of a lot more for others. Um Especially if they, reap some bad karma. And so I got the luxury of working on my like committing to my crystal belt. And I I'm very happy with it. Each time I remake it, I am much happier with it. Every single time. It always has slight changes to it, so I'm just happier that I got to spend time like without a full rush on it. Um, and so yeah, I'm excited about that. Donning that. Um, all right, so this is the 1122 portal. um, and the header card on the recipient side is like it's so chill, it's so good. Since I left my Fountain Tarot deck in my car, so what they gave me, I just realized, was Temperance. Temperance topless. Hold on, let me just, there we go. I was gonna say, it's just like me, I can I can cover up the chi-chis with one hand. Yeah. That's funny. Anyway, temperance. And so like fountains from the hands, as you can see. Yeah, see, it's a double fountain. So this is totally chill. A lot of transformation has taken place. It's highly celebratory. Oh my goodness. Some dude is walking up. Oh my goodness. Anyway, totally. And so, in doubling down, okay, so I really worked on that belt and, other, um, mom activities. Um, and so, just the regular stuff. So I didn't quite get super ready. So I threw on a shirt, and it just so happened to be like, like that's perfect, doubling down. And even better to elaborate on The Shining. Yes. Yes. So everything seems to be on point, in alignment. Um, like finding purpose in all these pockets of opportunities. And it really got me out of the fear of like, how am I going to figure this part out? How is this going to happen? How is it truly going to um what do you call it? Unfold regardless of, I mean, with all of my readings, with all of my energy checks, like I can't get super paranoid or paranoid at all with how things are going to turn out. You have to have ultimately faith in yourself, Tina. I've got to. And so that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And distraction in its most practical sense um is highly beneficial. I've found. So if I can find happiness and full immersion in these projects that are like super, like I'm following the rule, not the rules, the guidance of the minor arcana thing, and it's become very easy for me um to engage. um like things have got to be on point. And even let's say, some shit went down and, worst case scenario, all of these things, these what ifs happened. Um, at least I'm a lot more stabilized, like with all these activities, that I engaged in. But after yesterday's reading, holy smokes. Holy smokes. Holy gun smokes. Heavy artillery gun smokes for sure. Like, what? That's crazy. So, I just know that the energies that were trying to mask in the read, at the beginning, the front end of it, I knew that kind of energy because I've encountered like misreads on cards twice before, and it only happened when energies were already, like gifted but ill practitioners, and they were actively trying to throw you off, and distract you from the truth. And I've practiced enough to know and encountered enough to know the comparability of like, wait, this does not match like the patterning of anything. I understand the newness of things, but I can tell when someone is trying to say like, "Oh, look over there." And then, they run off with your purse or they smack you or whatever. Like there it's a um it's one of those lame moves like a noogie, like, or like Kevin Arnold with his big brother, but it's not done in its family sense for sure. So yeah, so I could tell um who were the biggest offenders and why, and I have enough notes now, so um I don't have to wonder, I don't have to like seek anybody else's advice on it, like what do they have to say about it. I just like to do that, just to see. I'm still taking notes, I still like to hear certain details or how people speak to certain things, and it also helps me like gauge you know, keep my environment honest. Like, who's trying to like be the pick me energy? Who's trying to like all of a sudden show up now? Who's disappeared, etc. And it's very helpful. Hi, Emmanuel. Um, I'm I'm well. That's as much as I will tell you. Okay. Anyway, um, let's see here. Okay, so that's on the left side. Okay, temperance. Things are chill. This is just for me, or also my collective. Me, my collective. This one's just for me. The feeling of it. Again, we all have our own paths, and I have not abandoned my collective. But I know that I have the. It's not like, oh, I have the luxury to do that. It's more like it is essential for me to feel the all-encompassing changes, not just like the shitty parts, not just like, I get to feel the transitions. I get to see what it's like to live my life unencumbered, um, and in its newness, especially from what I came out of, for sure. And I wouldn't want to take that experience away from my collective either. So this is actually very good. All right. And then on the right side, the manifestation side, is 5 of Wands. So this is the riot crew. These are ancestors coming through and handling so this is actually a multi angled energy. So, and somebody doesn't want me to say it, but it's okay. Give me a second. Dump some people who are being stupid off my channel because there's room for better. All right, so like I said, I don't need anybody disturbing my peace, my serenity, my moments of serenity, like I have my own parfum commercial. But for sure, 5 of Wands. Yeah, so this is my right crew. My ancestral energy is my expanded divine panel of the infinite coming through, and they're confronting the bullshitters. It's the offenders. Okay, one by one. That is what they're doing. And so that's excellent. Like, I'm not used to having other energies fight my battles for me. Like, give me an extra hand. And there's just been so much opposition that like compounded with competing interests, that it's made my children's journey very taxing. And so I wouldn't say taxing just like being cumbersome, but also very weighted, very draining, very trying, very challenging. And so I now have the luxury to have their help, to help pitch in with these energies that they've been given so many chances to even ignore the prompts to go against me, to contend with me, I would say. in a variety of ways. So they realize that the only way that they will understand is if these energies are one by one confronted to the point of being intimidated and threatened. Mhm, for sure. And these are not bluffs. These are not empty efforts. These energies that have contended with me, um, they don't understand how to stop, like I said, unless they are severely debilitated, um, severely decommissioned, or they're just out. They're out of the picture. And they will not, like, they just don't get it. So, um, before anything further happens, um, that, my, I'll just in short call them my panel is, going to handle matters, take them into their own hands. I feel as though the Morrigan, has activated, and they've given her the honor of delegating activities to each portion of my panel. So I believe that's what's happening. Let me get clarifiers real quick. This one. Okay, we'll use this one real quick. This is the Afro-Brazilian Tarot. Yeah, okay. The Morrigan, what do you want to say about that? What I've just divulged? Because I don't want to overstate anything. I don't want to ruin your plans. I like, so just, you just tell me what's up, okay? Two of Swords, extroverted, and it landed like knocking on the top of the deck. So what is that? Eight of Cups in reversal, the comeback. Yeah, so this is so she's contributing to my comeback. Like, my soul essence has sparked up, has returned. And so she's ensuring that, like, she's one of my select bodyguards, path guards. She is one of the guards. Yeah. Yep, for sure. Okay. Anything else? Yes, my stomach is starting to get weird. Okay. The Morgan, what do you want to say? So thank you. Oh, I got like chills, like, but they're good chills, you know, my crown chakra and stuff. They're not like chills like I'm cold like it was yesterday. I'm thinking that had to do with was it Vermont or Virginia? I don't know. Whatever that thing from yesterday was. Yeah. Yeah. Because there was no reason. There was no draft. There was like, I don't understand. Anyway, King of Cups in reverse. This is a target. External, yeah. Yeah. So one of the energies that they're targeting is the King of the Morgan has delegated. Is this personal task or delegated? This is a target, or one that is assigned, or an assignment. Assignment. It's both, she's saying. Sometimes we leaders encounter energies that have um, certain strengths and certain weaknesses that are or certain weaknesses that are very, very obvious, but certain strengths that are not so obvious. And those strengths are ones that have yet to be like nourished and supported. And so they can, like certain leaders can see why energies have not grown to their highest capacity, because maybe they were not in an environment that didn't fuel um, um, these dormant strengths, or things hidden in plain sight. And so these leaders give certain opportunities to um, further growth, and it's like parallel activities of growth. One that they know that this energy will be absolutely fantastic at, like hit the ground running type of energy. And there's that, but then also the inner work, the growth of like confidence, like I didn't know I could do that, like feeling pride, which like stomps out um the fire of like anger and resentment and all of those like ill feelings that one normally is accustomed to, the ill aspected like obvious things that mostly everybody sees about that energy. And so that's why this energy is both assigned but also an assignment. um mhm. um okay. mm, all right. um Eight of Wands, yeah, communication for sure. Um, is this me? Or is this them? Or is this open communication? Okay, this is a realm of open communication. And because this is the master who doubles down. Okay, so this is a learning experience. This is kind of like an expanded classroom, okay? I know that's often used as a cliche nowadays, but this is a true, especially when the Morrigan is taking seat. Um, I don't, I have not known her to be um, a, a mentor like that. Um, but uh, all the more reason give this space, because we are allowed to be and allowed to grow, especially after closure, after the world card. So, what do we want to say about this? Okay, open communication. Okay, we'll start there, is what she's saying. Okay, this is almost like just pray for things to go well. Okay, believe things can go well. Let's start there. Okay, so that's what she's saying. Okay, okay. This is kind of like the Romeo and Juliet type of vibe, where two houses, Four of Wands and Four of Wands, they meet at a pinnacle and they're bound together. So it builds housing when they work together rather than separate. Like I'm communicating this, I'm communicating that, and it's like, okay, so how can we work together rather than just like a bunch of barren trees, basically a bunch of barren stumps, like scrawny barren stumps. Like what are we gonna do with that? um and so we it's very practical um in its main points. Okay, so oh gosh, okay, well that separated itself accordingly. Two of Cups and Nine of Pentacles in reverse, or Six of Pentacles in reverse. So it's time to receive loving partnerships, healing partnerships. They're doing like some crystal therapy stuff, crystal Reiki kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, somebody likes birds because it's or like there's a strong bird spirit totem here. Um Dude just likes to be in her presence. And she likes to heal. She likes to know that she can heal energies and like, soften up somebody who is, like put some like relax, energies that are used to having to like show that they're a man, show like proving themselves like constantly. So this is actually quite pleasant. Okay. Hold on. What fell on the bottom here? First off, on the right side is Page of Cups in reverse. This is self-love, okay, on the forefront. And then on the wheel, Strength extroverted. And then on the other side of the wheel is the Hierophant and Six of Swords. So in this navigation and setting the tone, there's a bridge here, okay? There's like one fueling the other. Self-love feeling like I'm just getting through things, but also setting the tone, setting standards, resetting standards for myself because it's a soft spot that I just need to kind of like work on, or this is a hard portion that needs to be like rounded at the edges, that kind of thing, refined, okay? And then meanwhile, when you get in that position of navigation, you're leading the boat, you're leading the spaceship, you're leading the Millennium Falcon. You are super strong in what you do, Tina. Mastering this like double down on this portal. This is yeah, and so it's like, look out, weekend, here I come. Because weekends were made for fun and self-love. And so it's like, when you get to that position, when you've attained like that strength, the fortifying part, you still have to fuel back to self-love. You still have to give back to yourself. Because there's, whether or not you have children, um, uh, you have to gain that practice because inevitably it's fueling the children or like the future basically. And so you have to know like what sparks them as well, like it's either direct or indirect parenting is what I've got to say. Hmm. Yeah. What? Okay, so I asked the Morrigan about the detail on this, didn't I? The Morrigan. I asked her about. Let me see here. Give me a second. Oh, let's start with communication. Okay, so there is. Okay, so in order to be set up for success, this self-love thing and setting the tone, resetting standards, refining them, etc., is a prerequisite before we actually engage with each other. Because if they're two opposing houses, like Romeo and Juliet was like the worst case scenario. Both people are killed off. And those were the only ones that were ignited by love, without any boundaries. So it was just what else do you want to say about that? I think that's it for right now. And again, the King of Cups in reversal, we explained that to be like 2 readings ago. You have to do what's best for you. Okay, so that's not just like the hardline aspect of the feminine version, the Queen of Cups in reversal in their highest standing. Like I need to fill my cup, I need to fill back my cup. Okay, this is the part where it's like its most logical aspect. Like I'm in this, I'm still human. I still need to take care of myself. I need to look out for my health and my well-being before I engage further, because like there's no price that you can put on your health. Like you cannot get like your prescriptions, like your rebates. Like how is that like how's that giving me my life back, you know? And so there's something about that part where um, you don't want to veer into the area of damage control when you can engage in preventative care. Like, why do this? Like when you play Would You Rather, let's apply that to um, a more substantial part of life. Because I've lived in arena, like that life of being in arenas where people are just shooting shit, just talking and like drinking and just talking, like just to fill up the space, and they're like nobody's serious about anything. It's just talking about nothing. And so what were we going to say about that? Why did I bring that up? Oh, Would You Rather. And so I'm done with that atmosphere. I'm so glad I'm done with that. So glad. I remember I would sit in these arenas hoping, like thinking like, when am I going to get out of this? When is it going to change? When are the stories going to change? When are the patterns going to change? This is so fucking boring. Why is it always the same, same, same? And the only thing that's different is talking about other people's drama. I just I'm so glad I'm out of that. And that's one of like the bittersweet things that I feel I've at least presented to my kids, that there's at least one portion in their life that doesn't have to be so cookie cutter. This is the the example of how one defines a kickback, or family, an alternative form of a family, or family itself. I just I couldn't anymore. So I'm glad that even with how turbulent things have been and how uncertain things have been, that at least we're not dying of boredom. We're not uh, signifying each day must conform to these standards in order for it to feel safe. Yeah. So that's good. Because one of the things yesterday, I didn't even know what Eris is until I looked it up, and that is the goddess of chaos and discord. How crazy is that? I've never heard of that until I looked her up. And so after the reading, and how interesting that is, because in one of the takeaways to my Divine Collective, the Ace of Pentacles extroverted was like resources, an expansive, an array, an abundance of resources that will be provided to give leverage to my collective. And I said, do not underestimate it, because it was oriented towards it being resource based rather than more of like pentacle money energy. And I know how disappointing that sounds, but I had to reiterate it. And I found myself yesterday, especially after that reading, that I realized upon cleaning these crevices and whatnot of areas earlier in the week, that I found an apple pin, a fucking apple pin that was gold, with enamel on it, you know, enamel colors on it, but it was gold and it was a fucking apple. And so that was crazy because that's one of her, you know, devotions, I guess, one of the offerings presented to her. And I knew that there was no, it was no coincidence. It was a synchronicity that I found it. It was lucky that I had found it so that I could practice in gentler ways of the Queen of Cups or even King of Cups, um, knowing a general scope of her background. When you know what kind of shit energies go through, um, you don't handicap them, but you kind of, um, it's easier to be more supportive, you know, introduce fresh new energy um, that breaks their mental patterns as well, breaks their emotional patterns. Um, it's almost like a turnkey, so that it can move towards that Eight of Wands type of energy that we just talked about. So I was very, very lucky to be able to encounter that because after, like, while I was working on my stuff, indirectly, like I gave a candid example to that goddess of how to alleviate amidst like the chaotic energies that were put before me, and also um uh understand hers as well. So I don't think she's used to that, other than people trying to poke at her, poke the bear, poke the bear. And I think when energies go through trauma and they're used to being treated like as a commodity or as a thing, um as a joke, um they forget the humanness in them, you know. So anyway, magically wonderful things are abound, like in the ethers, I feel. So anyway, what do you want to say? Morgan, what do you want to say about that first from here? Wait, we're gonna go with this deck, the Afro-Brazilian Tarot. Okay, what is the, should we give word to Eris? Yes or no? Eris, yeah. Okay, Eris goes first. Okay, this, yeah? Okay. Knight of Swords and Strength in reverse. This is correct. Her message. Is it internal, external, or energy? Just internal, external, or just energy? Okay, she says this is external. Okay. Okay, this is what appeared the last time, this duel. And it was accentuated, I believe, like it was horizontally based, but here it is upright and in reversal here. Okay, so strength as number 11 here in reversal, and Knight of Swords. Let me get a clarifier for that. So she's saying that's external. Okay, Eris, is that you or others? It's others. So, you know, just like with spirit or Jesus or whoever, uh, energies don't go to them unless they need something. Like, it's time. I need something. I'm going to come to you. That kind of energy. And there's no, and never mind decorum, like etiquette of like, hi, how are you doing, etc. Like, I think energies could give a shit about aesthetics and check boxes of did you say hello first, etc. It's more about the um the core of an energy, not just like doing the stuff in order to get the stuff. So some offerings are futile. Some offerings are prioritized over others because they know who they got it from. They know that there's stronger relationships that aren't just like transactional. And so, like, to each their own. Okay. These energies, whether working in light and love or not, it's not always like cookie cutter mechanical. They know who they're working with, you know, and like how genuine these energies are. So to each their own. And so so Eris is telling me that, or telling us that these energies are the ones that are trying to poke the bear, trying to like get the one up in warring. See, like they're moving in haste, like, you know, they're moving in haste, trying to weaken their opposition. Okay, you see how that sword like comes through, like, I am going to cause this tornado from the ground up. So yeah, you see like my throat, yeah. You see even like a little bit withdrawn for part of the, it's still like the smoke signals are coming through. This is what they intended all along. Yeah, for sure. So they're saying, you know, these energies are so determined, almost obsessed about this warring type of atmosphere, that they'll do anything whatsoever to weaken their opponent. It's so crazy that it's they're like, forget about ground zero and like leveling your land to start all over. They want to like almost like atomic bomb, like create a crater in that place. So it's below ground zero type of energy. So that's what Eris is used to. Bottom of the deck is the Empress in reverse. Me, external. So she recognizes me that like I'm hung up, you know, at times. She recognizes her energy within me, like the or my kind even. Like, you got the wrong one. You hung somebody up that should not be hung up. What is it? She recognizes it. Like, the flames on my candles are insane right now. Yeah. Hold on real quick. Let me go ahead and fix it real quick. This is crazy. Give me a second. Yeah, this is a little crazy. Like, very vibrant, very okay, hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it's okay. Anyway, she does recognize my energy, especially when I you know, interfaced with her. So interesting. Let me see. Energy or top? Top. Okay. 8 of Swords in reverse. So she's freeing me. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. She's crazy. Thank you. Hello. So that is super awesome. So for me, angel number 38 or 83? 83. For me and her. For me and her and our kind, let's say. She recognizes the innocence, like the purity of one within a situation that one is just like placed into. And so, angel number 83. Let me look that up. I want to know. Okay, 83. Angel number means. Often interpreted as a message of encouragement to trust your abilities and maintain a positive mindset for success. How crazy is that? It can symbolize that you have the universe's support for your endeavors. The number also has roots, well, thank you, in biblical accounts, such as the age of Aaron, Aaron, when he confronted Pharaoh alongside Moses, and mathematically is a prime number. That's crazy. So it means also, in general, great abundance and hope. How wonderful. So cool. So cool. And we might as well look up angel number 1122 being the portal. Give me a second. Okay, 1122. A spiritual signal of transformation and manifestation, urging you to embrace your spiritual journey and use your thoughts to bring your goals into reality. That's awesome. Balance and let me see here. So wonderful that we received and I particularly get to feel the vibe of the Temperance card, which is a good placement for the recipient portion. Her hands, like, out like that, like the fountain in just being, and that's like receiving, the transformation for sure in its fullest vibe. Okay, anything else from Eris? Yes? No? No more? You sure? Okay, thank you, Eris. So then, what does the Morgan want to say? Oh, this is the Lover's card, extroverted, the intro cover card in 5 different languages. It's very much singular. It's Sagittarius in the energy. Sagittarius is opposite of, I think, Gemini. I think so. Yeah, is opposite of my... Wait, no, is opposite of... I cannot see that far. Give me a second. I can't see that far. Give me a second. Where's my glasses? It's okay. I'll look it up. Gemini. Yes, I got it. Yeah. Okay. So, extroverted. This is doing. This is walking the walk. It's aiming the aim. That's shooting the bow or arrow. Shooting your shot. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. We're doing it. Yeah, so that's crazy. All right, that's what the Morgan says. So the Lover's card also means, like strong, like the strongest partnerships, like for life. what do you want to say also? This is self-actualization. So like, see what, doubling down in this like master level can get, can get you, starting with open communications. Like you see wonderful things can happen. Do you see the openness, like, and the positive mindset? That's crazy. I did not expect that. That's wonderful. Okay, anything else? No, that's it for that. Okay. All right. The master who doubles down. This is the 1122 portal. What do you want to tell me? Extroverted. Yeah. Okay. Extroverted, Two of Swords. Yet again. There's extra guards. There's like extra security. Okay. Page. No, Knight of Pentacles. Extroverted. And 10 of Swords. Extroverted. Oh my gosh. For sure. This is like extra super duper. There's a lot of security here, not just like security, stability, like um fortitude, root chakra. Like I think Carolyn Miss, like she has an upcoming like lecture workshop thing, and discussing, she was trying to get around to it in the Phoenix thing, but it was the Q&A took up a lot of the part. But the first three chakras, which I was like, I did not know she covered that shit, so I'm super excited about that. But so about fortifying, like, this is not just covering those bases. Like, you can be assured, Tina, working through all of this, like, you have no idea how all of those minor arcana things added up. Like, you have no idea. And like, I didn't even realize that there was a scoring system with that. I was just happy to oblige. Yeah, otherwise, like, you can't lie on full immersion. You like, you have to fully enjoy it. Like, there's no faking that. um yeah, that's like the spiritual but anyway, the security, this is like royal security. This is even like stronger than royal security. Do you understand? To come in like, okay, Two of Swords, this is like a full-on entourage, like layers of security. Two of Swords to show up again, extroverted, like she's coming in like as the front man, basically, like the head of the operations, basically. And then she's bringing in the entourage of 10 of Swords. Like, that's maximum. These are like assassin energies. These are assassin energies. Like, um, the these are professionals for sure. That's crazy. And this is that's crazy. So the Morgan is just reassuring me everything's covered. Okay. Um, that's crazy. Oh, let me put on my little like earrings. They're kind of like, I like them because they're chevron amethyst earrings that I had made with rose quartz on the bottom, and I really like them, and they have like little split spaceship toppers here that like are kind of in reversal, so they're like Top Gun type of energy where they like fly in reversal. The spaceships. That's what that means to me. So chevron amethyst is like a dream type of dreamscape astral type of stone. And then to travel with love, XO. This is very cool, like, because we're not just talking about like the dreamscape or the astral realm, but also like tied in like extraterrestrial type of energy. So I love them. um Anyway, Anything else? So it's strange because I'm supposed to be doing jewelry as I like them, not just jewelry as in, um, you know, marketing for pop-ups, themes or certain ranges. Like I've done that, and then I was starting to do more of the things that I like doing. Um, but I maybe I don't think that's my like venue really. I don't think it really has to do with location, like which pop-ups or show-ups I choose. I think I'm not there just to be a zoo, like just looky-loos. And I understand, I'm not dissing anybody that stopped by, and but I realize that there are people just wanting to browse energy, and mostly there to try me. And I know times have changed, but I'm I'm supposed to be working in a different capacity. Like the people, oh, lower 5:59 p.m. low pitch ringing. Uh-huh. Okay. So what do I not say something? What do you want me to? Holy crap. That was somebody didn't want me to say something. Somebody was trying to get at me right here. Um Holy crap, that was crazy. It's not that I think that I'm better than anyone, and nor passively or indirectly I'm saying that people who do that are, below me. I'm just saying that the people that really need the things that I, am making on my own accord, not just like to market for a certain arena, I those are the ones that really need my stuff. Like, how do I say it? My stuff is supposed to be more exclusive. That's what it is. And just, I don't know. So, then I can work on more of, the artistry of it. Like just as I intend them to be. Mm-hmm. Not, there's something about it where it's just, um, it feels more like it's come to feel like a different kind of office environment, um and so I yeah, I think my focus has got to change a bit. And yeah, I'll just leave that there. So what does expanded mind panel of the Infinite Eight want to say um about that stuff moving forward? Like, even my readings, they're not for everyone either. Like, I understand people like to have their privacy and all of that. Um, but at the same time, I how do I say it? Well, let's just read the cards first, see what they say here. Two of Wands. Okay. So this is seeing yourself. This is me seeing myself in a different position. Yeah, you see, like, look, okay. So this is me right here, okay? And this is the first time that I noticed this. I mean, I noticed the reflection before, so it's me seeing myself, seeing, like, sizing myself up correctly. Seeing themselves, sizing themselves up correctly. But I know this pertains exactly to me because, like, the old world, the land, that it's disrupted. Not only disrupted, it is like torn down. It is tore up. Like, there's no ground that's stable, that is cohesive, that is like, this is the lava game in its entirety, like in true form. So it's time for me to step into a new portal, a new location. Give me a second. Somebody's trying to get at me. Um, matcha, matcha better. Very nice. Um, very, very nice. Okay. So this is sizing myself up correctly, and I just noticed, like, looking further in, it is a new location. This is much more industrious. You see, this is like kind of like, even the attire is very different. um it's kind of like old world into new world. You see, this one's a lot more modern, and it's appearance. Definitely. And the dragonfly can is a spirit totem here that is that pivots very easily and darts through. Um and there are at least 1, 2, 3 dragonflies here. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, that's so cool. So, my divine panel of the infinite eight says say that it's time, and that I'm, not just on path, but like on time as well. Interesting. Okay. Anything else? It landed on the cord again. Oh, okay. 9 of Pentacles, on its way. You're saying you're on its way. Never mind how anybody else looks at you. Never mind how more professional they think they are. Never mind if, I mean, just understand this, that people are taking notice, okay? Everybody's on their own path. I don't need to recognize them as lesser than human or whatever. I just know that I've lived that life, and it it doesn't affect me what their perspective is, because I've been there, and I'm glad I'm out of it. So you would hope that they would achieve the same light, achieve the same joy, in accessing a realm that is very it's very magical, and very connected. Whereas usually suits are very siloed. I mean, they fake the talk just for the transact, just for the aesthetics, just for the niceties, etc., just to conduct that business deal. But this kind of connection is priceless. It's so otherworldly. It's that's a beautiful part of magic, like in the occult. When you experience, like, the ugly parts of the occult, like, this is what makes it so worthwhile to be able to access that and to be respected, for them to be shown, for them to reveal itself. The magic of the occult, like, that's awesome. That is so cool. And this is showing me that I've already entered the portal, because like there's the cityscapes right there in the old world attire. And then um this is just like sitting down. Like I entered there and now I'm like feeling it. Like this is awesome. This is so cool. Um mhm, yeah, interesting. Okay. Anything else? So this is this phase of being is fulfilling, I would say. Like this Nine of Pentacles vibe, this entry, it's not just like prestigious. Like this doesn't happen just for an ordinary, you're just living an ordinary. This is very special. This is not just, if we want to get academic about it, it's prestigious in its spiritual sense, but it's so fulfilling. This Nine of Pentacles totally feels like, especially after the Two of Wands, like that portal entry, and everything that we've covered thus far, it feels like the Nine or the Ten of Cups. Like it feels so good. Um, Like I could feel somebody still trying to target like my sacral chakra area, because like I feel the bubblies and my stomach doesn't hurt. I just feel like I feel pressure there. Um like not like how do I say it? How you would imagine what's going on internally there is how you would imagine like the workings of a cauldron, like the bubbling, and like, but like it's thick viscosity, right? So it's like bubbling, like you could there's I could feel that there. I could feel pressure, and it feels like farting in my stomach. Yeah, and it's like it okay, TMI. So it doesn't it's not released from my ass. Like it's not. It's just like bubbles, like it's just like I don't even know what to describe it. Like it's like I try to release a lot of it through burping and all of that, but there that's a serious offense when energies try to attempt to do that, because it has taken a toll on my body, like internally. um um and I've only been told of, how do I say it? I can recognize these things because it's me, and it doesn't affect like my bowel stuff like that I can recognize through functionality, but it's more like other spiritualists I've encountered, they have seen, like through their own practices, they have seen that area as very, 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 very disturbed, like attacked, like um and I haven't told them anything, you know? Um and so yeah, so I'm just um that's a serious offense. And I think, I mean, all the more reason the Morrigan is coming through. I just need to report it, and then my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight will handle shit accordingly. Because this should not be happening on a regular, and it should not persist. It should be like what I am told. What I have been told is that it's should be just like an FYI, so that I know the patterning, but it should not persist. And even the energy trying to get at me over here is trying to attach and persist. um yeah, it's to the point where my side is sore, you know, like it feels bruised right now. Just fixing my thing. There we go. Oh, okay. Let me get one more thing here. Oh, so much better. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so I think eventually, I'm going to be upgraded. You know how they say, like, oh, maybe you're gonna get a new car, or you know, your vehicle, you know, like, yeah, I've gotten that a few times. Like a little while back, when I'm like, no, dude, I have the same car from like over 10 years ago. um, but I think the reference point is like, you know, when they talk about crystallization, your armor, your auric fields are upgraded, more protected. So I would so much rather have that than something material that's like, you know, you exit a car eventually. But for me, I think the next phase is also guarding like my internals, like kind of Wolverine it up over here, so that um there's, you know, eventually with the practice of service, that I can earn credits to self-healing, like automated. um yeah. um so that'll be good. That'll be good for me, because like I don't know how, like, this is the area that consistently is targeted, like consistent. And it's like males, females, dominantly females, because of jealousy, and they want this, they want that, they want to covet this, and they want to be like that. And um I don't even have words for it anymore. Like, I don't have words for it anymore. Um, and that's why I'm a lot more exclusive with my, who, who even, I just, like, I'm only down for long term is what I'm saying. So, it's, there's a lot of checkpoints, is what I gotta say, for anybody. Okay, bottom of the deck. Ah, the star card, because I am, and because I can, and because I should, and because. Top of the deck, 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so there's a lot of goodbyes, a lot of graceful goodbyes. It's kind of cutting to this. So what's that? Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I put me first. I will romance myself first. The frick, that's weird. Yeah. It's saying goodbye to suitors who don't follow through, who are presently unable to follow through, or for a while they won't be able to, because, you know, this is, I'm not cool with one-offs, you know, energetically. Yeah. So this is interesting, because this is kind of like a graduation period. If you're looking at the energies from here to that, for sure. There's still a ways to go, but there's a lot of traction for sure. Interesting. So the master who doubles down, the 1122 portal, my 1122 portal. Do we put these down? No, we keep them in. Okay. Anything more you want to say about my 1122 portal? Saying that, it sounds like My Little Pony. Yeah, I don't know why. I just, my 1122 portal. Like, there's a fondness, a gentleness to it. Hello. Jackson, I'm not doing like a free ball reading. Okay, 3 of Wands in reversal. Okay, so presence is here. Yeah, if you want to pay me, sure, I'll do a scheduled read with you. But or for you, but I'm not doing any unpaid, individual readings right now. This one's for me. This one's for me. And partially my divine collective. They'll specify accordingly. What's present right here? The like X marks the spot. Destiny card. Why is the Destiny card in reversal? Wheel of Fortune. Destiny or Wheel of Fortune? We call it Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Why is it in reversal? Is it more to follow? Is there a bit of a delay, a pause? Is it not on target? Is it on target? Well, obviously we stated that, yeah. Launching pad. Yeah, I'm here. This is a launching pad, like a trampoline kind of like this is a launching pad. Okay. Awesome. All right. I like it. And that's probably why it's high security. Specified by 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay, it's for me and only me. I was thinking that, like, is there going to be, like, any junkies, type of energies, scrubbies, whatever, that are dusties, whatever, that are going to try to latch on or try to, like, get in on it. But I just decided to clear my mind, and this is a specification. They said it's for you, and I even heard it before I saw this. They said no, it's for me and only me. Nobody can get in on it. Okay, it's very much protected. Okay, so I know that my divine collective is very curious. Shall we get one for them, or shall we wait till their takeaways at the end? No. Takeaways. They said takeaways. Okay, so it's not time for the takeaways yet. Anything else that you want to tell me about this launching pad thing? Or is it just like an FYI? FYI right now. Is this something that's soon? Like current? Like now? I think it's now. Okay. This one. The Lover's card, for sure. It's now. There's like, There's an energy here. Yeah, because I feel like the chills. And I don't feel like bubbly anymore here. And this is the same girl and on the temperance card. And the same dude. What the frick? This is weird. Yeah, that's what the look, 'cause there's like a union here. This is a very, very, very strong partnership. Yeah, I feel the right kinds of chills. Like I even feel it over here. Like what? This is sealed. This is fact. Okay. I asked if it was a lie or not a lie, and they said it's not a lie. And then I asked if it was like tampered with, and it was both a yes and a no. But then I saw up here like there's they're like tampered in like what way do you mean? Because like I think divine forces have tampered, like have actually set personal hand on it to coerce because of like to make up for lost time, really? Yeah. And when I say these things, I should not prefix them with I think. That's what they're telling me. Okay. If I want to have some kind of segue, some kind of verbiage segue, some kind of phrase that leads into it, uh, uh, use something else. They said, don't use I think because that's not how you channel. That's not how channeling works. Hmm. At least not for me. Okay, give me a second here. Gosh, it's 6:30. What the heck? That's crazy. Okay. One last candy, maybe. For now. Mm. Hmm. What found the connection of the extension cord and the charger is
according to Wikipedia.
Alexa, stop. I didn't even call your name. Two of pentacles, extroverted. Things are in extreme balance. Extreme balance, like what? I have demonstrated the qualities of meditation in beautifying the atmosphere of home. What it means to really appreciate the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. Through different activities, even just like sitting still, feeling good with that. Excuse me. All right, anything else? That's it for right now. All right, time for the takeaways. Should we do 1, 2, 3? 2 takeaways from my divine collective. This is your first one, and it's a double decker, but like with 3 cards. Okay, so 9 of Cups in reverse and Ace of Wands in reverse. Give me a second before I get the other one because it's like faced up on my wire for like wire wrapping stuff, and they're in like they're organized in cases. Um, yeah, so they're smacked up upright on them. Should I look at it now? Yeah, okay. Justice in reverse. What is going on? I feel like chills over here too. Mainly on my right side. I think your guides, like your yeah, your guides, oh yeah, I feel it on here too, are trying to not trying to, are sending reassurance, like soothing. There must be something that you're in transition for, and there's been a lot of just like sit still, like sit there for a second, hold still for a second. And so it disrupted your sense of happiness, even possibly creating creative blocks. Um, or like almost like you're kind of holding your breath, like when do we fire? You know, when do like there's a certain sense of readiness for some of you, and just like waiting, like almost holding your breath, like it's almost como se dice, it's almost like what was I gonna say about this? Holy crud. Um Holding your fire, was it, I forgot what I was gonna say, and that threw me off. Um yeah, it's either that energy and or disruption and creative blocks. Um yeah, because if it's both, I sense that like you have um submitted some kind of work in, and declines or waiting. Yeah, like some of you have been waiting to be admitted to something, whether that's a prestigious college or, yeah, something about submitting works, a portfolio, a major application that would a major like to that would that's resting, like your happiness and your sense of like, oh, this is a good start, is resting on that pending item. Mm, yeah, so I've got his Kali here. Um, that's going to light a fire underneath these parties. Not you, but them. Yeah, because her face mask is lit. She wants to give you, earn you the trophy because you've done the work. The heck? Yes. Mm-hmm. Um, if you want to work on your chakras, that would be the third eye and the sacral. Hmm. The solar plexus would be absolutely obvious. Hmm. I don't know what this message feels very fragmented, but it's correct here. Justice is coming through. So, is there anyone like affiliated with like the justice system? Yes, there are. Hidden, or is this internal or external? Internal, external, external. Discretion or dark. Discretion or dark. So there's discretion here, advised. Not, I don't, this is not like a dark energy here. And they're not promoting or focusing on any injustices here. It's more like, since you've done your work, Kali's coming in and like lighting a fire underneath them. Like a reminder kind of energy. Or like take notice. Okay, you're going to get a clarifier for this one, okay? From this deck. Come on. Come in, come in, come in. Okay. All right, clarifier for my Divine Collective's first takeaway. Yeah, just get it as that. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you put in the work. You have put in the work. You put in the work. Yeah, so your work is going to be presented or showcased. And this shows me showcased. I feel like this is kind of like art exhibit kind of energy. So I think there's going to be a feeling of relief once you get that, because it's kind of like, okay, not just that it was accepted, not just for the like the shallowness of that, like the shallow victory of that, which is great. It's great. It's good. But there's something more to it. Like it frees you up. So that creative block is now released. Like, okay, on to working on something else, you know? It releases that stagnancy. So it takes care of the other two. It's like 2 birds in one type of energy. Yeah. Yeah. And for some, it may be as simple as, no, your work is recognized, but they don't have your name or your face tied to it. So this is gaining credibility now. Yep. Being recognized, which is a big deal, because like how, you know, there's industry tied to this. Like this is your craft. This is your submission. This is like, this is a display of your vulnerabilities in some essence. That's when you say it's a submission, you're doing the play on words there. And let me finish this for a second. And repeat it. This is your submission. It is a great piece of a display of art within your vulnerabilities on display. And so in its spiritual sense, this is the healthiest version of a sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? Whereas, and those keys are better than the sacrifice of like dark practitioner type of energies. You see what I'm saying? So this is, in essence, of a different variation, a more powerful display of a humiliation ritual within, what we described, okay? All right, so that's good. That's good for that. All right, your second takeaway is... Nine of Swords in reverse. Don't stress out. So, yeah, I do have like creative energies here, regardless of what industry you're in. Yeah, definitely. So about the 1122 portal, I think this piece, like your first takeaway, was a very good signifier on what we can like transmuting energies in a more collaborative like sense, like we can coexist for sure. For sure. Hashtag for sure. Okay. Your clarifier to your Nine of Swords in reverse. They're saying get some sleep. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is the fire starter type of thing. This you're the golden ember. you're the golden ember. That's funny. You're the spark. That's funny. That shall not be extinguished. You see, that's upright, and this is in reversal. You shall not go unnoticed. That's funny. Okay, my oh wait, no. All right, so time for my 3 takeaways. Ah! Okay. First takeaway. Take it as is. 4 of Cups in reverse. I'm making the right choices. This is the round. This is the era where I make all the right choices. Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm hearing? Bing, bang, boom, bop, whatever. What is that song? What does Kendrick Lamar say? It's the kind of something that wouldn't understand. Something like that. I'm so sorry, Kendrick. I'm not really great at my remembering lyrics things. But you get it. And so this is again, the ancestors appear quite gently in channeling. What do you call it? From the 5 of Swords. You know, they're taking care of business, that kind of energy with the externals. They come in quite frightening, you know. And then here, this is gentle, like, or this is channeling. Oh gosh, thank you. Thank you. Kindly. But yeah, so this is I'm making the right choice. I'm following their guidance. I'm listening, I'm applying. There's no hesitation. It's good. Well-oiled machine for sure. Oh, they're saying extraordinary machine. In particular, Fiona Apple. Again, the apple has made an appearance. Okay, all right. So wait, clarifying that is particularly what's the greatest choice? This. I don't know what is it. The choice to start or checkpoint before starting. This is kind of like the registration area, you know, grabbing your t-shirt and, you know, grabbing a water. I don't know, something like that. This is laces checked. All of that. So yeah, not just going for it, like not just this is a check-in, yeah, for sure. So the greatest choice right in here is not like the overconfidence and saying like I got this, okay, I'm good, okay, and then just like never mind, you know, like the little brother type of forehead push, like okay, never mind, I got it, you know. That's not just rude but also disrespectful towards the ones that have guided me there. So I or us there, but I it was that was probably one of the smartest decisions in following their guidance, like to checkpoint with them and my divine collective as well. It's a good example. So there's that. Okay, my second takeaway is for this 1122 portal, when masters when the master doubles down. Yeah, this way. This way. The Chariot in reverse. What the frick? Why is the Chariot in reverse? Oh, this is a good stopping, like a good pause, like a scenic view. This is where, um, it's like tossed in the air, like, not like in its ranching cowboy style, really. This is like celebrate, like, hip hip hooray type of energy. You see? Um, but I don't know, man. It's in reversal. Hold on, give me a second. Dreamcatcher suspended. This is a different kind of celebration, though. There's. Hold on. Let me get one more from here. No, we'll just get a clarifier. Oh my god. Oh, damn. No, hold on. Oh, goodness gracious. It just fanned out completely. Well, the only one that remained. Wait, what's on the bottom? Queen of Pentacles, Mama Bear. On my thingy beside me is Three of Pentacles. Opportunities, like fanned out. Oh my gosh, for sure. So that was correct. Oh my god, hold on. And the only one that was separate underneath my seat was face down. It was the High Priestess in reversal. Is this external? No, it's internal. And this is, do I learn dark workings? Not necessarily, really. That's not the focus, really. This is I think that's this is more like there's more to discover. There's more to learn. There's more to observe is what they're saying. Yeah. Home and hearth right there. But that's crazy. Fanned out opportunities. Is there anything more? Hold on. Yeah, there's this one separated on the other side of the pepita. The pumpkin seeds. Heartbreak. Somebody tried to like hide out. Yeah, communicate heartbreak. I don't know, dude. There's something tried to hide out. Hold on. Let me see if there's anything else that. No. Okay. So alright, let me get another here. That was weird. Alright, so clarifier to the anything more, yeah? Yeah. To the chariot in reverse. To specify. Was it supposed to be like that? Yeah, it was supposed to be like that. Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this is investment towards self. Okay. So, or this is they're saying drop your coin in. They're like, whatever opportunity I engage in is going to be like, I'm going to get fans. Yeah. Any inputs that I have, especially when I feel like they 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 have a return to me automatically, is going to like have rave reviews, basically. I mean, a lot of like not just spectators, because they're, what do I say, it's going to gain attention of fans, including what you wouldn't ordinarily describe as a fan, like people that are hating, but that's like their shadow work mask, and yes. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh, wait. I was supposed to get it from here. Shoot. This is the clarifier deck. Okay. Frick. Maybe one for each horse. This way. That was crazy. Two of Pentacles. Yes, things are in balance. So, this is highly celebratory. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like you can bet on I can bet on my endeavors. That's what they're saying. For sure. They're winning hands. I have a winning hand. Not just the Midas touch, but the winning hand. Because the winning hand, like the Midas touch, it doesn't, like, there's limitations to that, right? So let's say it's Gilligan's Island, and like the Thurstons, um that rich couple, there's only so far that money can, take you. And so like, even as in a newly created society like that, um the the value of that isn't as recognized, maybe out of respect, because it is the Thurstons, and they, there's a certain kind of love um that society has for each other. So it's kind of like they save face with each other too. They don't get all nasty with each other, like they don't do that. So that there's a certain kind of love there in that community. Anyway, the winning hand is basically the concept of that society in Gilligan's Island. Yeah, for sure. Recognizing the comprehensive value of each entity there. Yeah. That's weird here. Okay. Yay, I have the winning hand. Okay, my third takeaway is I could get one for each hand. I want to get one for each plate, darling. Can I? I can. Okay, extroverted. Page of Cups in reversal, extroverted. This is self-love, okay. Yeah, and then my second one. Eight of Cups in reverse, a comeback. Yeah. This is all good news here. I don't have to feel bad about how much time I take to find answers for myself, give accolades for myself, get communications directly. I don't have to worry about everyone, like the committee of externals. I don't have to worry about the numbers of fans or non-fans. I don't. Yeah, that's like, everything is legit. Those that appreciate me and my inputs are here. If they're not, that's okay. They're off to appreciate something else. So it's all okay. It's gonna be all right. Okay, my third takeaway is, everything's already fantastic according here. Okay. Third takeaway. This Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I don't need to fill in any gaps. I don't feel any need to. Let's say I'm a painter, right? I don't need to fill in every piece of the canvas. I can leave part of the canvas white if I want. I can highlight the bare parts of the canvas so that it features that, instead of, like, there's something about that, like, I didn't. Let me get a clarifier. But I don't think there's anything more that needs to be said here. I think that's part of it. This is the clarifier anyway. This way. The Emperor in reverse. What the heck? Oh, I think I shut some bosses up. Like, speechless. Speechless in Seattle. What the heck? Are these dark energies? Yes? No. No. These are big bosses that are objective. They're like in the nosebleed seats. Do not mind them. They're just observing. you know. Yeah. They're not here for a meet and greet. They're here just to observe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, they're trying to stay quiet too. Speechless or quiet? Mostly speechless. Mm-hmm. The Hermit in reverse. They got found out. Ah, it's okay. It's okay. Um, I asked them. I asked, what are they? What because they're looking in that direction, which is extroverted. I said, what are they looking at? And it was this. Oh, you know what? In observing me, they also have observed other energies that are like that are oppositions. You see? Look. Okay. You see how the smoke carries through right here? And so they're facing that. I thought it was like, oh, okay, maybe they came into the aware, like they're witnessing my big reveal from the biggest darkest night of the soul. Of the butt soul. And that was a wordplay. Anyway, but then I saw the oh gosh, my arm is twitching again over here. Anyway, the sword, coming at, so this one's coming at that. So they've recognized some opposition in all of that too. Not their direct offenders. Maybe maybe they were confronted, but I feel like it's more so they observed from the sidelines other energies that were like against me. Let me get one more for that. This was the last one. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. These emperors are those are those are one of my pentacles, like, my direct drop resources. Yes. Yep. That's it for now. Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. Blessings be for sure. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought, form, pattern, and or entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for applause, for reformatting its love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, as free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Now, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout and light and love. I close the portals in these readings.